Welcome to this video, which is a virtual tour of Math 153 Blackboard. The main thing to note is that there is a menu on the left-hand side. If you first don't see this menu when you log in, there's a little arrow that you can hover over. So sometimes if the menu is hidden, if you hover your mouse over this side here, you can click on this arrow and it shows the course menu. So the first thing under course information is announcements. Announcements are very important. They remind you of important dates and deadlines and other pieces of information that may have been mentioned in class. Under announcements, we have instructor information. Notice this has information about me. It has my office hours here. It mentions when I am available for tutoring in the Math Center. And it also talks about how to contact me, which is the best way is through my email, which is hlumen@ccbcmd.edu. Under instructor information, we have syllabus. If you click on that, you can open the syllabus. And as you scroll through, there's a lot of important information. So the main thing that you really need to know is how you're going to be evaluated or graded in this course. So under evaluation, you can see that there's some information here, and it discusses exactly the weighting and all the information about your course. Under syllabus, we have calendar. If I click on the calendar, then it opens this PDF document, which tells me what days we will be covering different topics and when the dates of the major tests are. Under calendar, you can see my grades, and you can see all the different assessments that will be given in this course. Then we have course content. The first thing is link to class meeting. That's pretty important because that's how we get into our Zoom. Notice that it is password protected and the password is math153. And this shows you what the times and dates of the class are and reminds you that these 4 dates are spring break and we will not have class on those days. Under link to class meeting, we have learning modules, and this is where the bulk of the course material is located. There's a prerequisite module as well as modules 1 through 13. Under learning modules, there is Pearson online homework. So if you need to go to the Pearson website, you can access it through this link. However, I would encourage you to actually access the homework through learning modules. And then, for example, if you want to go to module 1, you look for these orange icons right here, and those are your homework assignments. So under course content is, or after course content is project, and there is a project survey which you need to complete as soon as possible. Just click on this link and it will take you to the survey. Under the project section is the test and exam section, so all your test reviews, tests, and your final will be located here. Under that is office hours and tutoring. So if you would like to attend my Zoom office hours, you can click on this. This reminds you of when my office hours are and what my password is, and you can use that as well. Let's see. There's also the Student Success Center. The Student Success Center website. They have academic coaching, which is really nice. They help you stay on top of assignments and stay organized and prioritize things, as well as actual tutoring in subject areas. There's also a writing center, and there's a 247tutor.com support. Under office hours and tutoring, there's also communications. So if you've never checked your CCBC email before, you can click on this and it explains exactly how to do that. So the biggest thing, if you're going to check your CCBC email, a lot of students don't know this, and I'll show you right now what I'm talking about. Students don't know that their username is the same as Blackboard, but the address is at email.ccbcmd.edu. And a lot of people don't know to put that email, and so therefore they don't know how to log into their CCBC account. So make sure you know how to do that. And then if you would like to email your instructor or any of your classmates, you can click on this link and it takes you here. So again, if you would want to select users or send something to your instructor, you can use any of those options there. After communications, we have tools. So in order to learn how to use Mymathlab, you need to know how to use Mymathlab because that's what we're going to be using for all of our online homework. So you can read through those instructions and it walks you through those. After that is the textbook. This link is not going to work until after you've already followed the Mymathlab student instructions because you have to log in and create an account before you can have access to the textbook. The same is true with Statcrunch, which you also need access to in order to do your homework. Then we have a Statcrunch guided formula sheet. I'll be talking about this, but this is a resource that you can use on tests and quizzes. If you would like to change your Blackboard notification settings so that you don't get a million notifications, you can click here. Then there's Pearson technical support, and if you would like to know how to use a virtual background in Zoom, the directions are right here. The next thing is Respondus. Respondus is one of the tools we will be using for online proctoring. So there are some instructions here to download Respondus. It walks you through it. There are also a list of on-campus locations and times for Respondus technology. If you don't have that technology at home, you can go to different campuses and use that. This is a link to a video that shows you how to do a proper environment check in Respondus. And then there's a general Respondus instructional video if you need to watch it before you use Respondus. So that's it. Those are the main topics and areas that you need to be aware of when you are working in the course. So I would encourage you to take some time, click on these different items, look through the course content, and make sure you're comfortable with finding the different pieces of information in this course.